Let's survey the global landscape. We have, in the United States, of course, we have Trump. In Argentina, we have Javier Milei. Now, Milei is a lot like Trump in ideology, but he's a lot like Trump in personality. He's over the top, he's outrageous, he will give it to the media. So when you see Milei, you're like, wow, that guy, with a little bit of fixing for his English, that guy could run for office in the United States. Then you listen to Giorgia Meloni in Italy, another person with a kind of a obviously strongly anchored in Italy itself, but that's what it means to be an Italian nationalist. Geert Wilders. There is an Australian right that is emerging, and it's now recognizable. These are the people who don't want to take the COVID vaccine, and these are people who don't like the Australian government's inclination towards censoring, quote, misinformation and disinformation. I'm actually talking to some guys in Australia. Debbie and I might be doing a tour in Australia to talk further about some of these things, but again, with a recognizably similar agenda. Nigel Farage in Great Britain. Let's look at Nayib Bukele in El Salvador. Look at that guy. He suddenly emerges. His agenda is very simple. Defeat and destroy the gangs, and let's make El Salvador the kind of most peaceful place in the world. And he did it. He's done it. Now, initially, it looked like Bukele was just doing that. That was his agenda. He's a single-issue guy. He deserves credit for what he's done, but there is no broader ideological significance to it. But no, Bukele then starts talking about God and family and patriotism and the idea of the individual. I saw recently he's put out a notice that El Salvador is offering all kinds of incentives for really smart and capable people, distinguished scientists, entrepreneurs, people in all leading walks of life, even in the arts, to move to El Salvador to enrich the country. And Bukele goes, we're not going to take people randomly who just kind of wander into our country, but we do have room, but we're going to make sure we get the best people who will not only flourish in El Salvador, but they will be good for the other people who are in the country. And notice how this is one of the great missing elements of our immigration policy. We never ask, what are the immigrants going to do for us?